What it is, y'all, it is your old boy Pilk, and I'm coming back today with more Danmachi and an answer to a question you guys have asked me a lot, and I mean a lot, over the past couple of months, and that is about Sears Daily Lunchbox. So if we go here to Passport, you now have Sears Daily Lunchbox, which is $7.99. I believe it's the same price it was last time, and then the Hostess of Fertility full course. Now, here's the best part. You can actually do both of these, and they have individual rewards. And to sweeten the deal, there's a 30-day free trial. You can literally go in there and try each one right now for 30 days. Now, here's the deal. You do want to be really cautious with this, because if you do go in there today and you try it out, and by the end of the month you decide, nah, this ain't for me, you have to unsubscribe within 2 days. So be very diligent. If you decide you don't want to do this, if you just want to do the trial or whatever to see how it works, great. But make sure you cancel your subscription before 2 days to the end of the month, or you will automatically be charged. So I do want to make sure that you know that right away. But if you try it out now, you get a week into it, you decide you don't like it, it's not worth the $30 or whatever, you can always cancel. Now, for me personally, I did Sears Lunchbox, which I believe is the same price it was before, and I always thought it was worth it. I never, ever, ever flinched at that cost. Yeah. Let's talk about them very specifically. So right up here, we have all the details and all this, and it is a little bit different than it has been. Now, the one thing that is very, 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 very much the same, let's go ahead and click here to see the details. You can actually do this yourself. If you go to the news and you click see details under Sears Lunchbox, it'll actually bring, or Sears Lunchbox or full course, will bring up all the details on all of them. So, daily, with Sears Lunchbox, we get 5 blue skip tickets and 100 stamina. Notice that with the Hostess of Fertility, you get those again. Now, we get the blue skip tickets anyway, so literally if you do both like I'm doing, you're going to get 15 total blue skip tickets and 200 stamina. Now, luckily, the stamina does stack, so if for whatever reason you log in one day and you don't utilize your stamina, unfortunately, you can't grab stamina for the next day. You got to make sure you log in every day to get it, but the blue skip tickets do expire. Those are 24-hour things, so if you don't use them the first day, they're gone. You need to make sure you use them daily. Stamina, not quite so much, and that's kind of nice. Unless they've changed it, but that's the way it used to work. To my understanding, it is still the same. Now, monthly rewards. These I don't believe we're actually getting with the test. I believe the monthly rewards are only for the paid subscription. If you do the test, I believe these are not coming to our bins yet, or at least I have not seen them yet. But check it out. When you do the paid version, you get an 11 draw ticket for free every month. That's nice, because actually what I used to do is I used to use the paid iris, which we're not getting anymore, but I used to use the paid iris to buy the 11 draw ticket when it was in the shop. So that actually is a bit, I was a bit skeptical, but after I dwell on it for a bit, I kind of like that. Now, you also get a Prism Bond shard, and I'll go and show you the new Prism Bond shop here in a moment, because there's a massive, massive, massive change, which actually might bode interestingly for the future of the game. But if you do Sears Lunchbox, you get 1 shard. You do the full course, you get another shard. You need 3 for a bond. That means that every 2 months, we're getting 2, or every 2 months, yeah, 3 months. 3 months, we get 2 bonds, which is nice. And you get to choose between Adventure and Assist. They're the same cost now, which is interesting. Here's one that's really awesome. With the full course, you get the Celestial Festival ticket, which gives you 1 a month Celestial Festival gotcha. To me, I think that alone is worth the cost of this. That is phenomenal. Phenomenal. Now, here's the real big change. So before, with the Sears Daily Lunchbox, we would get 100 paid iris and then 300 free iris. And I believe, if I recollect, I think the 300 free was divvied out throughout the month. Like, you log in every day to get it. Now, this is a little bit different, and we'll cover that, but there's, like, basically missions now to do this. So we'll go cover those here in a moment. But also notice you get fertility medals times 50 and fertility medals times 100 down here. I believe the fertility medals we're not getting with the trial. I could be wrong, but I haven't seen mine arrive yet. Though up here, notice that Memoria Ether, you get 50 of those if you do the Hostess of Fertility full course. Now, we haven't covered Memoria because it's been broken, but now that it's fixed, I think it's time to do a video on that. Now, check this out. says feature expansion. So fertility metal exchange, that's out there anyway, just to dangle the carrot, whether or not you do the trial or not. But this one does party save slots doubled and friend feature expansion doubled. So down here, there's a couple caveats. The Prison Bond Shard Celestial Festival ticket, 11 draw ticket, gets distributed each month and will not be distributed during the trial period. So be aware, those things are not included in the trial, like I said. Okay? You can subscribe to Sears Daily Lunchbox and the Hostess of Fertility full course at the same time. So, like I'm doing both, you can do both. Okay? The service is available for iOS and Android versions. Now, as I said before, if you decide to do the test, you need to make sure, if you decide you don't want to do it anymore, you cancel before 2 days to the end of the month. It is a monthly subscription. Now, let's go down here. Okay? So here's these are the ones that we're not going to be able to get right now because we are in a trial period. I don't believe there's any way to circumvent the trial period. I wish there was. That would be awesome. I would just like to go straight into doing the paid, but that's me. So here we go. Not subscribed, there are still monthly missions. We'll go talk about those right now. But notice that with all the monthly missions, if you do all the above, that's 900 Iris a month. Now, that's honestly, it sounds impressive, but if I'm totally fair here, I don't think that's terribly impressive because of the sheer amount of free Iris we get every month. But that's just me being kind of greedy because we do get tons and tons and tons and tons of Iris every month. Now, if now you want to see all the missions and all that, go into Guild, go into Monthly. Now, the first set there, these are all just literally free missions. Those will actually be distributed no matter what, whether or not you subscribe. These are new monthly missions. And if you notice, including trials, there are now Wargame missions that include Iris payout just for ranking up in Wargame, whether or not it's a trial. So that's awesome. Whether or not you're subscribed, you need to know that. Now, same with Record Buster. Now, the middle one is for Sears Lunchbox. This one right here is for the full course. So notice these rewards. And if we get down here a little further, so there's more fertility tickets, some Iris and some Memoria. And notice that this accrues pretty fast. Like, the payout happens fairly quickly. So clear daily missions total of 1 time. That's going to give you those. Clearly daily missions 3 times. It's going to give you those 5 times, 7 times. So it's just another way, like, if you're doing your daily missions, it's going to pay you out, like, amazingly. You need to make sure you take advantage of this. Basically, if you're not going to do your daily missions, if you're not going to do Undertale Scary, if you're not going to do that kind of stuff, it doesn't pay to do this. But if you are, like, diligent with the game, probably more so than I am, this will definitely pay. Though, once again, I do want to say, for me, I think the Celestial Festival ticket more, and I mean more than makes this worth. So there's several ways to do this, guys, and no one way is wrong or one way is right. And once again, if you choose not to do it, entirely your decision. You know, I'm not telling you guys you have to, but this is a way we can support the game on a regular basis. Even like Sears Daily Lunchbox is $8 a month. Like, that's pennies every single day for a game you play on the regular to support the game. Not everybody can afford it, and I understand that. And that's one of the reasons I push this game as like my favorite free-to-play game out there right now, because I understand not everybody can do it. But if you could spare $8 a month, I've done it for 2 years now. It is so incredibly fruitful. Like, you just don't even realize how quickly you amass things. Now, Fertility Metal Exchange, you have the 2 new outfits. We don't know enough about those yet. We'll probably cover those when we're finally able to acquire them. But there are CP items in here, and it's the big CP items that you can acquire. Not groundbreaking stuff, but what I think is really awesome, the Prism Bond Exchange. Notice that you can get the Adventure and the Assist Bond for the same number of shards. If you're doing what I'm doing, you can get 2 shards a month. You can get 1 shard a month and get a new bond every 3 months, or every 3 months, or every, yeah, basically we get 2 shards, so 3 months we would get double the amount of shards. So 3 months we would have 2 bonds, and you could do an Adventure or Assist. They're the same price, which I think is a silly mistake. I think Adventures should still have been cheaper, but you know what? I'm not going to gripe. The shard system is what it is. And there's some argument that this might at some point replace this system. I think that's kind of a no-brainer, and it kind of makes sense. We'll see if that actually does happen, but for now, notice that is Sears lunchbox. And the full course, which is awesome. So that, guys, I think is going to be the video. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below. Do you think this is a good value? I personally think it's a fantastic value, but you know, I'm not going to flinch at spending $40 a month in this game because I play the game all the time, and frankly, I support the hell out of the game. But let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below. Like, comment, share all the good stuff, and keep it civil. But I will definitely catch y'all tonight for the live stream.